Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Blair, and this is Momentum. In today's video, 5 things that determine your success. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, people? What's up? My name is Blair, and this is Momentum. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank all my subscribers. I just want to say thank you. I'm so happy today. Woo, boy, a lot of good stuff happening in my life right now. Okay, anyway, if you're new, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification button so every time I put out a video, you'll know. All right, check it out. In my channel, I talk about business, how to get ahead, financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, etc., etc. All right, check it out. Today, I want to talk about the 5 things that determine your success. Okay, now, in this context, I'm talking about flipping medical commodities, all right? But you can apply this to any model, all right, to any business model, all right? So check it out. Number 1, how can I say this? Perception and expectations, okay? Let me explain. When you're looking from the outside in to any business, you have a certain way that you perceive it. You have a certain perception of it based on the research that you've done, based on YouTube videos or Instagram or wherever you've seen whatever. All right, so now, that within itself influences your expectations on how you will or may do or want to do once you get into the business, okay? So check it out. Now, see, this is the thing. And I'm trying to figure out how I can explain this. Sometimes we don't have an accurate view of how a business is. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. But specifically on the times that we don't, we have a perception. And then our expectations go sky high based on what we see. Let's just say possible dollar amounts that we can make. Okay, but see, this is the thing. What we need to start doing is look at what's typical and what's not typical. But see, that's hard to differentiate the two. It's hard to differentiate the two because you're not in the business to be able to see what's typical and what's not. So what happens is this. When you get into the business and you see that the business may not be what you thought, your expectations may go down. And your being discouraged may go up. It may go up. It just depends. Everybody is different. Okay, so that's one thing that determines your success. How realistically are you looking at this business? What are your expectations on yourself? How are you perceiving it? Okay, now, the second one I want to go into is market. Okay, one second. Let me get some water. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Let me pull up my list again. My list. One second, y'all. Be patient, please. All right, here we go. I have two phones. Anyway, the second thing is work ethic. It's work ethic. Okay, now, you may have a strong work ethic at work, but does that translate to in your own business? You know, how strong is your work ethic? You know, are you a hard and smart worker? You know, that makes all the difference in the world. Because when you are tired, if your ethic is strong, it's going to happen and you're going to do it anyway. Which leads me into my third point. Consistency, the big C word, consistency. See, some people want to get into a business, right, and just start off running, sprinting, you know, from jump, straight out the gate. But it doesn't always work like that. In fact, that I venture to guess that it's not even 50%. You know, I'm just being straight up with you. It's not even 50%. Okay, and it may, I don't know. And I think that if you keep doing something, if you market every day, if you talk to people every day, if you put out bandit signs every day, if you go on Craigslist every day, if you hand out cards every day, if you develop a soft sales spiel, like I said in one of my prior videos, every day, eventually it'll start popping for you. You know, look at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, you know, didn't just get there overnight. It was formed because of the persistence and consistency of water. It just kept going and kept going. And now look. And to throw this over to you, you could have that same impact. You can do it. Just be consistent. You know, be very consistent. You know, now I'm not trying to gas you up. You know, but if you're consistent, it'll happen. Eventually it's going to happen. You know, now, this brings me to my fourth point. Your market. The market that you're in. Everybody's market is different. You know, in one of my videos, I gave the example of one of my students. She can't put up bandit signs. So she knows that part of her market. And she knows that it won't work. You know, some markets, bandit signs kick ass, you know. One second. I'm thirsty. Anyway, knowing your market, you know if cards work, know if flyers work, know if drop cards work, know if bus station signs work, but see, that comes over time from being consistent and having a good work ethic. Sometimes our goals don't match up to our actions. Our goals will be way up here and our actions will be way down here. And what will happen is that we'll think to ourselves, why am I not getting the results that I want? Well, that's up to you to figure that out. I'm not going to put or say anything about any individual person. But I just know that if you're consistent and you know your market, which is ever changing. It's ever changing. Okay. Now, my fifth point actually goes on with my fourth point. Okay. Is gauging your market. I made a video earlier, I don't know, a couple of months ago, about what's the most important question you can ask a client when they call you. And it's, where did they see your number at? In my opinion, in my humble opinion, that's the most accurate way to gauge or judge what's working and what's not. And if something is not working, tweak it, adjust, and make it to where it's up here with your other ones. You see what I'm saying? I think that these 5 points will definitely have an impact on your success in this business and any other business. I really think that, because I'm going to tell you why. I've had a lot of conversations with people, and one of the main things that I've experienced is people's perceptions before they get in the business and their perceptions after they get into the business. And their expectations change too. Expectations change like a motherfucker. It's why I tell people, be consistent, have a strong work ethic, know your market, and be able to gauge your market. I think these are in my opinion, the 5 most important things you can do. Not only in flipping medical commodities, but with anything you do. Before I go, I want to give you an analogy. Okay. Every day, I think this is powerful. Somebody told me this in another one of my businesses. Check this out. Every day in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and he knows, or she knows, she has to outrun this lion or lioness or that pride. Now, on the flip side, every day in Africa, this male lion he knows that there may be some young male lions trying to steal all of his women. And the lionesses know that they're going to have to outrun these gazelles or everything else that they hunt. Okay? And this is my point. In this context, when you wake up, the person that you have to outrun is yourself. Your competitors come second. They come second because you're your biggest obstacle. Flat out. End of story. If you can beat you, everything else will come. Make your why your strongest thing that you have. What is your why? Why are you doing it? Okay? So I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is Blair. This is Momentum. And remember, people, you can't gain momentum without traction, okay? You have 365 days to get it right. You can't get tomorrow back. Tomorrow's gone. It's gone. All you can do is look back and say, what could I have done wrong? What could I have done right? How can I change? All right? So, until the next video, take care, people. Peace out.